Okay, so to load a client gallery in pixieset, here is what the opening page looks like. You're just going to go to Open Dashboard. It's going to pull up all of these options, and you're going to go to Client Gallery, and this is going to pull up any galleries that you've loaded in the past that you haven't taken down yet. But to load a new gallery, I'm just going to go to New Collection. And right here, I'm going to name my collection, and I typically just name it the first name of my client. Sometimes first and last name, just depends on what you want to do. So I pretty much leave this blank. You can do this if you want, if you're wanting to, like, say it was their wedding day or whatever, and you're wanting to date the event. And this right here, I always leave it on pixieset default. And then adding a watermark. So this is important. It's, you know, pretty much preference. If you are, like, if you're delivering your client's gallery as the full digital files where they have the print release to them, and you're just getting it to them, say like they've already bought the package and they're ready to download, you're going to want to do no watermark. But if you're doing something to where they haven't ordered their prints yet necessarily, or they've got to pick out images for their gallery, something to that effect, just for protection for yourself and for them, to where they're not posting something that's that they haven't either purchased yet, or that's not the right sizing, or they can't screenshot and like utilize and try to print and get something junky. Doing the watermark is protection for that. So after that, you just hit create. It's going to bring you up to the screen here, and you just simply click add photo. From here, you can either like have your folder open and select all your images and drag them over, or you can click select. Sometimes my menu thing does this, like it won't pop open. So I'm actually going to do the drag and drop thing I was just telling you about. So I'm going to go to my file that I have created for my client, if I can remember what I'm looking for. Oh, there it is. And so here are all my files. I'm going to click one image, and I'm on a Mac, so I'm going to hit Command A, and that's going to select them all. I don't want this folder selected, so I'm going to hit Command and just click it. It's going to deselect that. So I've got all of my images selected here, and I'm just going to drag them into the box, and they are now loading. So this will, depending on your internet, how fast it is, will depend on how quickly this gallery loads. But from here, it's, you know, these will load, and then I'll show you some menu options to do in the back end. Okay, so the gallery is complete. We can tell by looking at all the images here with the check mark. So once that is done, what I do is I go over here. So it generates a cover photo for you. If you don't like the one that it chose, you can go in here and change it. You just click cover photo, select from collection, and you can, you know, anything that's loaded into that gallery, let's choose this one. You can change it right there. And you can also change the look of your cover and personalize it however you'd like. They've got quite a few different options in here. How about that one? We'll go with that one today. You can get crazy. You can change the fonts over here. And what that's going to do is just going to change like how their name appears and everything. So you can, well, let's focus here. You can make this to where it'll fit your branding or however you want it to look. So I'm just going to change it back to sans for myself. And then over here on the left, we're going to go to download. And this is going to pop up options on sizing that will download. I always take web size off, just because I would hate for one of my clients to get it and maybe not completely understand the difference between web size and high resolution, and then end up downloading the wrong size and sending it to a print lab and then end up with something kind of junky. So I always just take that off, and then if they end up needing something smaller for a certain reason, I don't have that happen very often, but they can reach out to me and I can size that correctly and make sure that they're getting the right size. So here's the download pin also that it generates if you're wanting them to be able to just download them as soon as they get them. And if you're wanting to know how to do, like, on the back end of pixieset, you can build package options to where they can go in. Like, let's say that you do a digital package of 15 images and they go through and they pick out 15. You know, I can show you how to do that as well, to where they pick out the 15 that they're going to download and then they go from there. But for now, we're just going to do it as if they are receiving the digitals with the full printing rights to them and everything. So the next option I'm going to go to is collection settings. And literally all that I change on this end is I go down here to auto expiry. And what this does is it just literally makes the gallery auto expire on a certain day. That way they have like a certain time frame to where they can get them downloaded and everything, and they're not like forgetting about it and just leaving them here hosted in your gallery. And then you can delete them off on your end, because on pixieset you purchase a monthly fee, so depending on how much storage you need. So anyways, I typically do a week, and then I also click where it says add an expiry reminder email. So this will just send them an email saying, hey, don't forget your gallery's about to expire. You can tell it whatever you want to say, you know, like telling them how to download and everything. I feel like 2 days is a good amount to where they're like, oh, I got to get those downloaded in 2 days or whatever. So right here, you're just gonna, I have their email copied. No, I don't. That is something else. Let me go back up here and copy their email. Okay, so that's going to send it to them, and I hit the next button, and I'm gonna have their download pin pop up in there also. So what that does is it just puts it right here at the bottom of their email. So when they open their email, it's gonna look like this. This is the preview that it generates. So it's just telling them that it's about to expire, just a friendly reminder, you know, that your gallery will expire in 2 days on the date. And then they have their pin where they can easily go in and download that. Hit save. And then from here, I am ready to send this on. So I'm gonna hit publish again. And then this is the final page that you'll see before you send it to your client. So this right here is going to generate the text that I will have included in my email. And this right here could be another video in itself. Honestly, it's where you can implement email templates for, let's say you have like different types of galleries. So, you know, like I did a wedding one, a newborn one, something for Christmas minis, and all these other ones. So my general one is one that says online gallery. And so this is a template that I have created to where I literally typed it one time, and it's all I have to do, and it's all in here for me each time I do that. So I'm gonna pop that in there, put their email at the top. Here is the preview over here on the right that it's generating. So this is exactly what it's gonna look like when they pull it up, which is super awesome and professional looking. So down here at the bottom, and I've also included like my print release in here. That way, if they need it, it's right there. Right here, seriously, this right here is golden. So if you're not collecting Google reviews for your business, this is so important and helps you so much, just like as if you were to go buy a product. You know, typically you're gonna go in and you look at those Google reviews and, you know, before you end up buying it. A lot of people do that with everything now. So collecting Google reviews is super important. And I've just put it in here to where like you can go to your Google page and pull in the link. So if they click on this link right here, it's gonna take them straight to leaving a review for my business. So, and I can show you guys how to do that as well if you need help with that. So this is the bottom of the email, but if I scroll down over here to the left, I can click expiry date. Boom, it pops it up over here. I can click download pin. Boom, it's all right there. So look at this. I mean, this is what your client gets right when they open their gallery email, which I think is amazing, and everything is right there. And you want to make it like as easy for them as possible so that they have a nice experience. But from here, you just hit send invite, and boom, there it goes. It's gone. So it tells you down here that your email has been sent, and it will also send you a copy of what it sent down. But that's all. Let me know if you have any questions.